Come over here, you little shit.
I can't be another one of your situations.
Nobody ain't getting out till I let them out. Today, I ain't in the mood to let nobody out.
It's gonna be great. It'll be just like old times.
That's scary.
How's it going, Jeff? How are you, man?
It is doing great, man. I'm so thrilled to talk to you. I just love this film. It's one of my favorites of the year, so it's a thrill to talk to you because it's just, when I find a movie that I love, I'm dying to talk to the filmmaker, and thank you for joining me today.
That is amazing to hear you say that. So much appreciated.
Well, of course. I love the character of Jesse, down on his luck troubadour. And it's funny, I had to actually look up the definition of what a troubadour was. A medieval singer and poet. And that is exactly what his character is.
Totally, yeah. And there's a long tradition of troubadours, and the storytelling aspect of troubadours is such kind of a critical part of what they do. And Todd Snyder, the guy that wrote the song that the film, that the film is based on, and this is such a celebration of Todd, is just the ultimate troubadour. And he is just so talented, and just you go to his shows and it's as much about the storytelling and kind of the humor that he brings to the stage as it is about the songs. And so tried to kind of capture and embody that same spirit here in the main character with Jesse. So.
And I love Jesse's car. There's something very Big Lebowski about it,
Absolutely. It's parked out in my driveway right now.
Is it really?
What to do with it? Yeah.
That is too cool. And I love how Jesse finds $100 and he shares his good fortune with the less fortunate. And that says so much about his character.
Totally. Yeah. Things, people are gray, people are not necessarily good or bad. And so one of the things, there's a lot of gray area. And one of the things that we tried to kind of embed into this character is, while he does have these flaws and some selfish behavior and some other things that are going on, he's got this kind of connection and humanity to him. And, he really, he's a person who wants to stay connected to the people, and so that is also very true of Todd, the musician that wrote the song that the movie's based on. And so we really thought, when I kind of found some of those little nuggets of like sharing the money and the hugs and, those various other things that I could kind of give this character to do that will really endear him with the audience, it really kind of opened up the character and the script in a way that I was really hoping to do. So thank you for noticing that.
Oh, absolutely. And, Jesse's a pool shark, and I had just watched again The Hustler on Turner Classic Movies just a few weeks ago. So very Paul Newman of his character, and Dermot Mulroney, unrecognizable. I mean, what a thug in this movie.
I know. It's amazing how unrecognizable Dermot is. People literally are like, where's Dermot? And then they see him and they're just shocked. I kind of, because he's got such a long history with playing romantic opposite Julia Roberts. I like to refer to him as America's sweetheart. And that's not him in this movie at all,
Absolutely.
So such a dirtbag and so gritty and scary in this movie.
And Carla and Jesse, their characters, they have a past. Do you think they have any chance for the future together? Because I love how it's open to interpretation.
That is exactly how we intended to leave it. So I think that's for the audience to kind of contemplate after they walk out of the theater and, grab a beer with their friends after the movie and try to figure out, what's going to happen to them. I like to describe it as like fractured optimism, right? There's potential that they could get it figured out, and they may, but it's not going to be smooth. It's going to be bumpy. And you never know what's going to kind of happen as the road unfurls in front of you. And so we wanted the movie to have that kind of vaguely optimistic ending. It's not a downer ending, that's for sure. We're not quite sure what's going to happen. It's a bit open-ended, but we can pull and root for them at the same time.
And I'm telling you, I got to know the name and address of that taco place that you have in the movie. I mean, I couldn't stop thinking about that hours after I've seen the movie.
I know, that is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. And those are, I was a little inspired by Easy Rider, where there's just the movie Easy Rider, where they're just kind of interacting with like real people at times. And that scene is one that I kind of definitely took from that kind of guerrilla filmmaking approach, where, you know, we knew we were going to do it, but those people in there are not actors. And we kind of just did that kind of impromptu after the shoot day was over. I had Michael and a handful of crew people, including the camera, obviously, and the sound person, and we just kind of made that happen on the fly.
Didn't you do a 5 Easy Pieces reference in there too?
There is a 5 Easy Pieces reference in there.
I got it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this movie, you know, it's a celebration of Todd Snyder and of singer-songwriters, but it's also kind of my modern interpretation of like 70s character study film. So I really, you know, especially the first, you know, half of the movie is basically could be a, you know, a Paul Schrader scripted movie, or, you know,
Absolutely.
one of these great, you know, Bob Rafelson movies from the 70s. You know, just I really kind of embrace that, or, you know, Hal Ashby kind of approach to just these, like, you know, kind of down and out characters living on the edge of society and trying to make it in the world.
I'm thinking of Kirk Douglas when he was the last cowboy, remember? And he was trying to find his way. I love neo-noir Westerns, and this is definitely one of them. And I can't believe this is your first feature, Justin. You have got the Orson Welles touch. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to peak with just your first film, but man, this was just such a deeply layered film, not only story-wise, but the way you move the camera and the music and just the subject matter. And just like, I just fell in love with this film, and I just appreciate you talking to me today. And I just wish you the best of luck with it.
Wow, that is so kind. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm glad that, you know, you make something like this, and you know, you kind of make it, you know, I know that there's other people that like the same kind of things that I like, but you kind of make it, you know, for yourself in some ways, like based on your own kind of creative instincts about, you know, what resonates personally, and hope that it connects with people out there in the wild. And it really, you know, means a lot to me to hear how much you appreciated what we did.
Absolutely. And come visit us in Las Vegas. We'd love to have you.
Oh, I come to Las Vegas all the time. I've actually done some Vegas tourism commercials and spent a lot of time in Vegas.
Oh, I'm a native, so.
I don't know if you can see that in there. I keep pocket ace in my hat just in case I have to.
You're asking for trouble, Justin, with that ace in the hole. Yeah. But hey, I'm a native, so if you come here, man, I'd love to meet you and shake your hand, and we'll talk about the film some more. And I appreciate you joining me today, and best of luck with the film.
Thank you so much. That'd be awesome. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.